It was pretty difficult just because I felt like I could have helped the guys out, just being out there and having some experience back there, helping the younger guys come along.
And I know this is probably not something you want to talk about, but what happened with the injury? What was it?
So I had a compound fracture. My bone actually came out my leg, got rolled up under the pile. So not a lot of people knew that. I didn't like talking about it, but yeah, it's a pretty serious injury.
Yeah, that's obviously. I mean, did you know right away that this is horrible?
Yeah, kind of, because when I got up, I couldn't move my leg. I just looked down and saw the bone, and then that was when I just dropped to the ground.
Josh, I know you never envisioned being here this long and for one more year. When you get the injury, you know how long it's going to take you to get back. How quickly did you come to terms with, I want to be back, I want to do another year?
I was kind of on it right away because I felt like I didn't go out like I wanted to. Like I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted to achieve, being with the guys and just being here. So I feel like probably took me about a good month or two to really grasp that, okay, I'm working my way back to another year and getting back into the swing of things.
Was that, I don't know, was it hard for you to come to terms with that? I mean,
it definitely was, because like you said, I had goals. I felt that it was maybe God's plan, kind of sit me down, and maybe I wasn't ready. Who knows?
Yeah.
So.
And I know that you're not able to do everything quite yet through spring. So, but if you gauge the progress physically, how close do you feel to where you were going into last year, and I know how confident you were for what you did there?
Just right now, I'm just trying to get my feet back under me. Like, this is actually my first full week just going and being able to do like the team reps and everything. So this is just trying to get back out there. I know I have some time to go, but
yeah, how was that part felt? Just it's another mile marker.
First getting back out, this just kind of shaky. Everything's still moving fast again. Just being back out there, heart pumping a little bit. But it just takes some getting used to getting those reps and calming yourself down, getting that confidence back day by day.
Josh, Jim Knowles has said this is a safety-driven defense. What's that like? How do you see the role of the safety in this defense, and what your role specifically would be?
I pretty much think it's the same like last year. I was pretty much the quarterback that back there. We're talking, getting people lined up, and right now he puts even more on our plates. And now we're making sure we're getting the whole defense lined up.
Now, would you be playing the same position? Was it the adjuster? I think that's what they're calling it now.
I'll be playing a little bit of both, I think.
Okay.
Switching back and forth. So.
Do you feel like either one of those positions fits you better, the adjuster or the bandit?
Like I said, I never matter where I was at. I just want to be on the field playing and having fun.
You just talked about, maybe this was God's plan, your whole entire journey. I don't know. You're a really confident guy, but does an injury like that kind of humble you, make you step back and be like, this is all part of a bigger thing?
It definitely does. Because I feel like me sitting down and being able to just watch my team from a different lens gave me a different sight of what's going on out there and ways I can help and ways we can improve. So just coming to terms with it's going to be a long road. You got to take it day by day.
Do you think that helped with your recovery? I mean, like you said, you're a month and a half ahead of schedule. How much do you think coming to terms with everything helped with making sure that you get back?
It helps a lot because when you deal with injuries like that, it's easy to get down in the hole, get down in yourself, and especially if you don't have the right support around you. And like these guys right here, they've helped me out a lot. Helped me out so much, just getting back into the swing of things, getting that confidence back in myself, realizing that it's going to take day by day, and I'm not going to feel like myself every day. But it's definitely important.
Was there a time?
The part about starting from scratch? I mean, you've lost your endurance and probably a lot of muscle strength.
I think it's just the confidence, believing in your body, telling yourself that you're able to do what you are used to, but just not at the time.
Did you ever have a time when you wondered, am I going to be able to come back from this and be the same kind of player?
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's why I said that's just that long road back. Like it's easy to get yourself in your head thinking, get yourself down in the hole, but you have that support around you. Like my family, my girlfriend, teammates, they all helped me out drastically.
You
Just
have that
keeping
feeling
me-
at all now, or are you completely confident you'll be the same
I'm
player?
completely confident now. Just taking it day by day, step by step, and making sure my body is ready.
How do you feel like you and Ronnie and Court can all complement each other at safety?
We all bring a different skill set, I think. Just mindset to it. But I think we all pretty much complement each other really well. We're used to playing around each other. We've been here 2-3 years, so I think we're pretty comfortable with each other.
How are each of you guys different?
In terms of me, I'm more athletic. I'm a runner. I'm sideline to sideline. Court, he's more in the box. Bigger guy. He's on tight ends. He's going to be fitting holes. Rocket, he's just kind of in between. Like, he's a little bit of both.
So you feel like we could see, you and Ronnie up there sometimes, you and Court up there sometimes?
Oh yeah, you'll definitely see a good mix. Like right now, we're just rotating, just seeing who fits where, who probably feels better over here. So we're just trying to feel things out right now.
Even when you're
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, it did, but I know I have to work. I know I'm behind on schedule. I have to come in like I have nothing to lose, really.
You might have gotten asked this before. How close are you to 100% right now? I mean, do you,
I say 80, 85.
yeah. Who's been what?
Start
wrapping up with Jordan and Josh, please, folks. Who have you gotten the best, I guess, work with, like in the training staff and stuff like that? Who's really helped you come along?
Stu.
Okay. Stu. Everybody
That's-
says Stu.
that's
What
my
is it
man.
about Stu? Cam was talking about Stu. Cam said Stu was his man. So
Yeah. I don't know. Stu, he just knows how to relate to us.
yeah, but he knows how to find. There's more than just talking, right?
It's more than talking. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Just like out here, if you know your stuff, you're gonna be good.
Do you feel like I've talked about you since you were a freshman, you were going to be I'm one of many who've done that, but do you feel like you're almost like a ticking time? Or what do you feel like going into this year?
Like you
Is
said,
it
I feel
finally
like
the time or what?
Oh yeah, like I said, last year I felt like it was the time,
Yeah.
but there were injuries. It was kind of unfortunate, but yeah, I definitely feel like kind of ticking time out, and I'm just ready to get back out there.
Did you get to know Coach Knowles at all during recruiting, or was
A little bit.
remembers
We
you,
didn't talk much.
Yeah.
We didn't talk much, but little bit.
yeah? Did he impress you when y'all talked? I mean,
I never really got to really know him.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Being in Oklahoma, growing up there, I grew up a Sooners fan, so I
Yeah.
never really enjoyed the Cowboys.
and you went to Ohio State. So
Yeah.
there you go. Hey, but what have you learned about him and his method, his approach that I don't know impresses you? I guess in the last couple of months.
Patience, detailed. He knows the game, like the ins and out of the game. He makes it so easy for you.
Give an example, Josh.
Just for me, just being back out here. Like I said, these are my first, maybe 2-3 days, the full go, and he'll say something to me, just say I mess up a play. He breaks it down. I get it. I go out the next play, and that can tie over into the next play or the next play.
Yeah.
He just knows how to put stuff into terms and knows how to break stuff down and
You
make
guys
it easy
is-
for you,
yeah.
let you play fast.
You guys in the safety room, you got to be kind of jacked that the safeties are
I love it.
y'all are the linchpin
Love
for.
it.
Well, they're the linchpin for almost any defense, but you do. But I guess how much does that jack y'all up that y'all are so important? for this?
It jacks me up a lot because I know just being back there, sometimes you can just be running around sideline to sideline, not really get a lot of action. But knowing that this is really a safety-driven defense and you reading all these different keys, we're always in the play. Like, you're never just going to be back there bored or just sitting there looking.
How hard is
You were
it?
saying before about how you have like a different mental approach. How did that happen? Was it because you had to watch more film last year? Was it because even during practices you were just watching? How did that happen?
Just being away from football, seeing a different side, being able to be off the field, watching, kind of just learning the game, seeing where others struggle, where I can help them at, where I can help myself at, where I can improve. So just sitting back, just being detailed and not really worrying about why it happened, but what can you do to get better from this?
How hard is it trying to learn a new defense when you aren't able to go 100% in the spring?
Oh, it's definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. Before this week, I was probably getting like teach reps, so we come down here and do teach period. Just learning plays like that, but other than that, it's just staying in the playbook as much as you can. But you never really know how it feels until you get out here on the field and everything is coming at you 100% full speed.
So how do you make up for that? How do you make sure you don't fall behind?
Film room, studying the playbook, meeting with coaches. Even back here at practice, I know y'all may have saw me a couple times just walking in the back there, stepping through stuff, talking through stuff. So just making sure, getting reps without game reps.
Is it almost like the difference between playing a video game and playing a real game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people think they're the next
Literally.
John Madden, you know what I mean? But then in a real game,
Yeah,
it might
until
be
you get
different.
out there, it's way
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Hey,
Last question right here.
Perry Eliano, what difference? I mean, what do you see that's different about him? I mean, just what has he brought to the table, I guess?
He's a leader. He's not trying to make us be somewhere we aren't. He's letting us be us. He just wants us in the playbook. He wants us to know the ins and outs. He wants to be able to trust us.
Yeah.
So I like him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Hey, by the way, of the safeties, which one do you feel like is your spot? I mean, which one fits you best, I guess? The adjuster, I forgot what to call all of them. Bandit.
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Just
They both get the same amount of action. You either hitting or you back there running around in the post. So honestly couldn't tell you on that one.